How to cut and sew palazzo skirt is what we are learning today. This tutorial is beginner friendly. You can make use of Ankara fabric and you can make use of lightweight fabric like chiffon for more flow. Before we start today's tutorial, I want you to subscribe to this channel now because I post unique and trendy tutorial on this channel almost every day. And also I respond to your question under 24 hours. Therefore, subscribe to this channel now and let us grow together. To make this palazzo skirt, we are going to need 3 measurements. As you can see on your screen, you are going to need your length measurement, your waist measurement, and your hip measurement. And to make it easier for us to sew, the first thing you are going to do is to calculate your radius. Because this is a palazzo skirt with zip, therefore we are going to make use of our waist circumference. Now our waist is 33, then you are going to add 2 inches to it. Whatever your waist measurement is, add 2 inches to it. This 2 inches is constant, so 2 inches plus 33, that will give us 35 inches. Now to get your radius, you are going to divide your total measurement by 6.28. So 6.28, that will give us 5.5. So this 5.5 is our radius. And number 2, we are going to determine our back rise or back height. So to do this, you are going to divide your hip by 16. That is the formula. So our hip is 39 divided by 16, that will give us 2.437, but we are going to round it up to 2.5. so this 2.5 is our back rise or back height. And number 3 we are going to need is our cross extension. And to get this your cross extension, you are going to divide your hip by 20. Our hip is 39 divided by 20, so that will give us 1.95, but I'm going to round it up to 2 inches. So this is our crotch extension. Now let's proceed. The first thing, you are going to fold your fabric into 2. This way, you can see we have it in 2 folds. So now the next thing you are going to do is to separate your back part and the front part. How are you going to do that? You are going to add your radius plus your length of the trouser. Our radius is 5.5 and the length is 36. So 5.5 plus 36, that will give us 41.5. So that's what you are going to measure here. And we are going to take it down to the other side and we are going to roll across this way. So after rolling it this way, then you are going to mark that same 41. You are going to mark it here as well, and we are going to mark, you can see. So the 41 as well, you are going to mark it here. You can create a angle 90 degree here by marking 1 inches this way. And we are going to repeat same thing here as well. 1 inch this way. So this is going to give us angle 90 degree. So on this angle 90 degree, you are going to mark your front length of 41.5 as well. And you are going to connect this. So after that, from this our center line, you are going to mark your radius of 5.5. So you are going to make the circle this way. So after marking your radius, after indicating your radius, the next thing is the back length. So to make your back length, this is what you are going to do. Your length of 36 plus your back rise or back height of 2.5 or 2.5. This will give us 38.5. So this 38.5 is what we are going to mark from this radius line down. So this is what we are going to have, and you are going to connect it to this place. So that is it. And now you have to pay keen attention here. We are going to locate your crotch line, and to do so you are going to divide your hip by 4. So this will give me 9.75 plus 2 inches. So that will give us 11.75. This formula is for loose trouser pant for female. At this junction, I want you to look at this video on your screen, this thumbnail on your screen. After this tutorial, make sure you watch the video. The video contains 10 formula to locate missing measurements while making female trouser pants. So it is very useful and helpful if you are a female fashion designer or you are a designer that are into female trouser pants making. So let's proceed. Now our crotch line is 11.75. So we are going to measure it. As you can see, I'm only using this as a case study. So you are going to mark it this way. This is our crotch line. And on the back area now, you are going to mark your crotch line of 11.75, and you are going to add your back height of 2.5. So this is my back height and this is my crotch line. You can see this line doesn't matter, but the major thing we are doing here is to add our crotch line plus our back height. So the total will give us this. But for you to understand very well, that's why I measured it separately. I measured the crotch line first, then I added the back height to it. So this is what we are going to have. Now to connect this now, we are going to mark our cross extension, which is this. This is our cross extension, 2 inches. So you are going to mark your 2 inches inward and you are going to connect it up this way. Just make sure you make use of your measurements. So that is it. And for our hip line, in this video I'm talking about, we have all the formula. So this is my hip line. If you want to know how to calculate the hip line, back rise, thigh circumference, cuff circumference, make sure you watch that video. The next thing that we are going to go out a bit here, then you connect your cuff this way, and you are going to go to the back side as well. You are going to mark your hip line as well up. Then the cross extension, you are going to mark it on that hip line. Then you are going to connect from this radius. You are going to connect it this way, and you are going to come here. At the end of the day, when you measure what you have from here to here, it's going to be the same from here to here. Now lastly, our zip flap. So you are going to mark your zip flap 2 inches above your crotch line, and this way. So it's going to give us this. After creating this, we are done with our drafting. The next thing is to cut this out. So this is what we are going to have, and you cut out your radius and you cut it out this way. So here is it then. So with this type of cutting method, we are going to join our zip flap to it. But if you want to avoid joining your zip flap, if you want to cut it together, this is what we are going to do. You just cut it from here now, then you cut it from here this way. So it will give you cut together zip flap this way, as you can see. To join this palazzo skirt, the process is the same thing as joining trouser, either female trouser with zip or male trouser with zip. So if you don't know how to join male trouser or female trouser with zip, the next video after this is how to cut and sew male trouser, easy method for female designers. My purpose of creating the video is for female designers to know how to cut and sew male trouser perfectly. So in the next video, I'm going to post it. Make sure you watch it. But before then, try and watch this tutorial. See you in my next video. Thank you.